This clip is brought to you by BoutTheOnline.com.
Admiring and growing up and wanting to be like dad, be like my role model. And I did have exploration, aspiration to be a lawyer. To go on to college and be an attorney and stuff. But luckily, or unfortunately, I got hired on at an early age and started to excel in law enforcement and started making a little money and acquiring things. And I was like, oh well, I'll just be a police officer, and grew up in that department, and got stagnated or stuck, and so that's what happened to me on that. But it was mainly because of trying to be like pops.
Okay. And we definitely want to shout out to your pops. He's definitely well respected and stuff out there. I recently seen him on an interview with Lonzo as well. Shout out to Lonzo. That was a good interview that those guys did. So I mean, fast forward then, I guess from that slightly, what would lead you to form Right Way Security, and how did you then meet Suge Knight and start pulling things together with your early beginnings with Death Row?
Well, Suge and I have been knowing each other since he was in the third grade, I was in the second grade. And so, we played a lot of sports activities together and growing up, but we wasn't like childhood boys where we was hanging out with each other, but we knew of each other. And we lived in the same area, and we, played, uh, uh, baseball at Kelly Park and stuff like that together as in elementary. And then, but he and our situation was a little unique because we went on to the same junior high school. And so we kind of got a little cooler because we was like the only two kids from Compton, or very few kids from Compton that was going to Linwood High, which is, like the next district over. And then we all went on to Linwood High School together. And so that's why our relationship got a little bit better or closer just because of that history of growing up together. But so we knew each other prior to the Death Row and stuff came. But what happened is we went on to college, went on to different schools, playing football, and our our paths kind of like spread it apart, and then kind of met back together. Where what I mean by that is now I'm working in the law enforcement. He went and had a little stink in a professional football league. Football, not that stuff y'all call football. It's kickball.
Soccer.
Y'all get mad, but tackle football. Let me even say it that way.
And
And then
we got rugby, man, and this is rugby. They don't wear no helmets or nothing.
I got you. But I always throw a jack when we call football. People think football, talking about soccer. Nah, we ain't talking about no soccer. But anyway, but no, that's a rough sport, man. Shoot, the fans are even rougher. So you don't play at those soccer games. Trust me, I know. But anyway, so he went and did a little bit of that, and then he started doing some music promoting and bodyguard work and working for promoters and stuff like that in the music business. Carter's break, got the DOC, and then eventually he went and got a Dr. Dre and all of them, and started the record company Death Row Records. Started being successful. I'm over there doing my thing, working in law enforcement and all of that. And then so we got some intel that some things was about to happen to him, meaning my father, and we brought it to him. And that's when it was like, man, come on, y'all need to be over here with me. Come on, work for me. I'm doing good. Life is good right now. And me, I'm young. He's in that age bracket. Had a little issue with my ankle where I was about to get a retirement anyway, or was considering it, but was having complications. And I was like, okay, let me see what's going on. So I started working around him and hanging around him. Started to like him. Like what I was doing and being around that atmosphere. And he, of course, he business mind, and so he just like, hey man, why don't you open up your security company? Why don't you do this? And build from there. And then that's when I decided to open up the company, Right Way Protective Services, and started supplying security for Death Row and other ventures, or companies. So yeah, that's how that happened.
Peace, family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check us out on about.online.com. Check us out on Facebook for exclusive playlists and social media for all different types of segments and content.